Good morning. Welcome to Convocation. This will be every Monday, so if you need chapel convocation credit, we'll be here every Monday morning. Next Monday, Amanda will be back talking about career services. But this Monday, we have a panel for resources for student success. So if you're upperclassmen, you may already know these things, but if you're a new student, these are important things that we thought that you probably needed to know to be successful in your first year at King. So each person is going to take about 3 to 4 minutes, and it's going to go down the row, and when it gets to the end, we're done. So y'all can track it. But I'm going to introduce our first speaker is Heidi, and she's with Student Success, and she's going to start us off.
Hi, guys. How's everybody doing today? I'm Heidi Leonard. I'm the Director of Student Success. And in Student Success, we have a lot of hats that we wear. We have academic advising. We can do tutoring. We can do just general, just talking to you, change of schedules. One of the best things that you can do for yourself if you want to be proactive is take a look at the academic catalog. It's online. Just search for the catalog when you get into the website. And that will tell you a lot of information about your degree, about what's needed for your degree, and so on and so forth.
Thank you. I'm Laura Ong, and I teach biology here at King, as well as some different freshman and transfer seminars. I teach a lot of pre-nursing classes, so if I haven't taught you yet, there's a good chance that I will. I'm going to talk a little bit about getting to know professors. And I wanted to use this picture because once you do get to know me, you'll find out I am not a witch. I'm not mean. I'm not an actual witch. I'm a pretty Christian person, but what I actually am is a microbiology professor who really loves Harry Potter. And this is one of my favorite pictures of myself. So can you change it to the next? All the pictures I'm going to show you have King graduates in them. They all have King graduates. And these are students who you will be King graduates sooner or later. Some of you are about to graduate. Some of you are brand new to King. And I have 4 things I want to pass on to you that will help you academically and help you in working with your professors. And the first one is just to communicate. We really care about you. We work at King because we want to be involved in your lives and to know you and to work with you in a close manner. And that starts with you communicating with us. So the student on the left, his name is Ty, and he's currently in dental school right now. But he was really good to just always let me know how things were going. Even if things weren't going great, he communicated with me. So if there's anything going on with that you think is going to affect your academics or that you just wish your professors would know, please communicate that to them. Thanks. Okay, the second one is don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask a question even if you think it's a dumb question. It's not. So also on the left up here, this picture is from a wedding, and these were students that Han and I all both taught together. And the one on the left, her name is Demisha Porter. And she was one of the best question askers that I ever taught. And if she wasn't getting it, she would come and ask me in my office, and that makes us better teachers. Like, there's probably no student in the past that was so brave to ask questions and say, Dr. Ong, I'm not getting this. And we would sit down together, and I would find a new way to explain, and that makes me a better teacher, and that makes her a better learner. And then some of you will also recognize somebody else up here who's a coach. Who is that? Coach Megan, who coaches throwers here at King, and she was our student and is now a teacher herself. And then the other one is Jordan on the right, and she's a nurse. Okay, next. Okay, third one. You should always communicate if you're going to be absent, and even if your absence is excused, or if it's for a good reason, it's still going to impact your learning. Try not to be absent. And I don't have this student up here because she was absent a lot. She was not. This is Brenda. She was a wrestler. She's working now in California as a nurse. And I have a story about her as what I remember about Brenda. I remember her coming in to 8 a.m. pre-nursing microbiology, walking like this, because she had just been through Hell Week in wrestling and she could barely move. And she was gutting it out after the 5 a.m. workout of Hell Week for wrestling, and she was gutting it out to come to class in great pain. And it shows her dedication as a student, because she knew by then that every absence matters. And that really, oh my goodness, that made a huge impression on me. And sometimes gutting it out is what it takes to be successful and to be dedicated to your learning. Okay, and then picture 4. Okay, I want to hide Heidi for this. So this picture is from a graduation. This is Kinley, who graduated 2 springs ago, and she's in pharmacy school now, and she was my advisee. And I love my advisees so much, including the ones of you who are in here right now. And one of the best things that you can do for your academics at King is to quickly get with your academic advisor in your major. So Heidi and Savannah do a great job with getting people started for advising and getting people started with what classes to take, but they are not your academic advisor in your major. So imagine if you had to do advising for every major that exists at King versus you do advising for, one major or a couple of related majors. You need to get with your advisor quickly. Can you go back 2 pictures to the wedding? Okay. One reason you want to get with your advisor quickly is that the sooner they know you and the longer that they know you, they're going to have more to say about you when you go apply to jobs or graduate school. And click back one more also. So almost all of these students who are up here behind me, I've written their recommendation letters, and they're super detailed. And they talk about challenges overcome and what's great about this person and how good they're going to be in their graduate school or their job. And that's one reason why coming to a school like this is worth it, because you can have those relationships with professors in a professional way, so that we can support you really well for what's coming next. Thank you all.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Amanda Pollard. I am the Director of Career Services here at King. And my slide has the word connections on it. So first and foremost, I would invite all of you all from the balcony down to connect with me right now while I'm speaking. Maybe a smile would be nice. I do appreciate smiles. I see some of my students from my class here, and they're practicing active listening, and I so appreciate that. So I just want to encourage you guys with making connections here at King. Please don't let me fall off the stage here. So first and foremost, I want to help you make connections here that will benefit you after you graduate. So as Dr. Ong has said, we're here to prepare you now and for the future. I put some key connections. Get it? Key connections are key. You can smile, thank you. So the first one is academics and major. I really want you guys to be successful in the chosen academics that you have, the major that you choose. But may I encourage you to connect with me if you have questions like, I have no idea what I want to major in, or I've always wanted to be a psychology major, but what kind of careers can I do with that? Having a simple career conversation with me, maybe taking an assessment, can really help you hone in on what it is you want to do and what you want to major in. I'd also like to encourage you to get connected on campus. Many of you all are already connected athletically, socially. I would also like for you guys to be involved with clubs and organizations outside of that, because those connections are going to be very beneficial to you. I took some notes. I didn't want to forget anything. Clubs and organizations, let me just do a quick shout out for September 23rd. September 23rd, we're having a club crawl. So in the cafeteria around the lunchtime, we're going to have all of the clubs and organizations from campus to come out and talk to you guys. It's a great way to just find out who, what, when, and where is happening on campus. Internships and career experiences. I would like to go ahead and invite you guys to next Monday's convocation. It's called Practice Your Profession. And I have students who've completed summer internships who are going to talk to you guys about their internships and the connections they made to their careers through that. Networking mentors. This is something that I'm going to help you guys find and connect with. I keep saying connections because it's important. But you need to build your networks now. That could be coaches, faculty, career services, so that when it comes time to look for life after King, we can be of help to you. The last thing I have here is King Community Events. I appreciate you all being out this morning. I appreciate when you guys come to these events, because not only are you getting great information, you may be able to connect with the alums and the employers that are coming to these great events. So I did have my QR code up there, and I don't know if you got my second slide or not. So here are two things that I would encourage you to participate in. On Wednesday, September 10th, this Wednesday from 10 to 1, it's a drop-in event. We're going to be out here on the Oval, and we have local employers and vendors coming to talk to you. Let me give you an example of who's going to be here. We have retail, we have food, we have entertainment. A couple of them are going to be banks. They just want to come and talk to you. They want to tell you, hey, we're banks, we've got this, we've got that. Many of them have already said, we want to come and talk to King, but we have part-time jobs available, or we'd like to talk to them about internships. So you may be coming to a vendor fair just to kind of see what they're giving out and coupons and stuff like that, but you never know who you're going to meet and make some great connections. So come out, have a good time with us on Wednesday. And then, like I said, on next Monday, we have the convocation, Practice Your Profession. It will be a panel made up of students who've completed internships. So I look forward to seeing you guys. My office is in Nice Wonder. Come over and see me.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristen Hart, and I'm the president of SGA. And basically what I do is I represent y'all whenever I go to Board of Trustees meetings with the president, anybody in administration. So I need everyone to give their voices, their input, any concerns. If you have something you don't like about the school, it's the third week of school. I know everybody has something that they want to voice. Any events that you want to throw, like anything. Like you come to my office is located right across from the Den, and I just get everyone connected to the university's administration. That's what I do. And what we're doing is every month we're going to do a committee, and it's going to be on a different thing. So this month is CAF committee, and we'll have a table to sign up. I hope everybody signs up for CAF committee, because the most I hear about the school is about the CAF. So make sure to sign up for that. And then we'll do other committees, like every month, facilities, we'll do chapel committee. But I encourage everyone to get involved. It looks good on a resume. It's very low commitment. It's once a month. So it's just an easy way to get involved. But also, what we're also going to do is either tonight or tomorrow, we're going to send out a survey. And the survey, if you fill it out, you put in your information, and you get into a drawing for a $50 Visa gift card. So I encourage everyone to do the survey. It's just about the chapel. It's about the dorms. It's about the CAF. I tried to pick like the things that I hear the most about. And hopefully I get good input and I can represent that to the administration and get things going. But other than that, I don't really have anything to say. My office is located across from the Den. I encourage everybody to swing by. If you want to get involved, please let me know. We have lots of committees and stuff like that we need people to help us out with. So, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Heather Braddock. I am a licensed professional counselor with the Mental Health Service Provider designation. I am the director of the Counseling Center. The Counseling Center is located on the other side of the Oval. If you just keep going past Whitehall, past the Fab on that sidewalk, we are kind of tucked in the woods back there on the right. While you're in college, you are going to experience some stress. That is very normal, but sometimes stress can get higher than normal and it can be overwhelming, and you may experience depression, you may experience anxiety, or any number of mental health issues while you're here at King. All students, while you're here, can receive counseling services from the counseling office for free for as many sessions as needed. So please, if you feel like your mental health is struggling, if you feel like you're struggling with anything really, come to the Counseling Center and we will get you set up with counseling. I can see everything from a little bit of stress to depression, anxiety, eating disorders, suicidal ideation, self-harm, anything that you may find yourself struggling with while you're here at school. I can see you and treat you for those things. Like I said, college can be a difficult time. There's a lot of relationship changes and things going on, and our goal is to help you be successful while you're here, but also help you make it to graduation. A big reason why students drop out of college is for mental health reasons, and so we don't want that to happen to a single one of you. We want you to be successful, graduate, and then also learn and gain the tools necessary to be successful after graduation, so that when a mental health issue arises, you're able to work through that so that you can be successful beyond King as well. Like I said, you can get as many sessions as needed while you're here, while you're a student. If you email counselingcenter@king.edu, my office manager, Donna, can you wave your hand, Donna? We'll get you set up with an appointment. And you can also call the office. You can also stop by. Our web form is not working right now, so they have taken that down, but hopefully we'll have that up soon. But that is how you can set up an appointment, and we will try to get you scheduled as soon as we have availability, and we'll look at your schedule and our schedule and see what we can do. The other thing that I want to talk to you about today is Timely Care. You should have received some emails about Timely Care. There was a DoorDash gift card giveaway happening. If you saw that, hopefully someone got that, won that, or today might be the last day of it. Is today the last day? So make sure you do that so you can win that DoorDash gift card. But Timely Care is an online option available to you. You must use your student.king.edu email to register. The QR code is right there. And what it offers is, there's a couple things that it offers. It offers medical care for you, so it's like an online urgent care. So if you have something mild going on that you need to see a doctor for, you can get on there, request an appointment, and a doctor will call you within 10 to 15 minutes. So if you have a lingering cough, an ongoing cold, a rash, or something that can be treated online, you can speak to them. You don't need insurance. It's at no additional cost to you. The only thing that you would need to pay for would be if they send a prescription for you. So, and they will send a prescription to whatever pharmacy you choose. And so that's a pretty nice deal, not have to pay for that or not to have to drive to an urgent care or a doctor when you need it. The other thing that's available on Timely Care is counseling as well. So if you aren't able to get on campus for counseling, or you need weeknight or weekend hours for counseling, that is something that you can utilize as well. Every student can receive 12 sessions per year through Timely Care. Here on campus, you can receive as many as needed. Through Timely Care, it's 12 sessions per school year. and then you will be matched up with a licensed counselor in the state of Tennessee. There's also some other resources on there, such as exercise, stress management, things like that. So make sure you download the app and go ahead and get registered for that. Thank you. Oh, wait. I'm not done. Sorry, my next slide. The food pantry. The counseling center also houses the food pantry. So if you have any food insecurity needs that are happening while you're at college, come visit us at the food pantry. You can email, but you can also just stop in. Donna, my office manager, manages the food pantry, so she'll get you set up with any food that you may need while you're here. Now I'm done.
Hey, everybody. My name is Noel Meadows. I'm the Director of Residence Life and Housing. A few quick facts about me. I'm an avid SpongeBob watcher, good partaker of food, and my allergies are really kicked up this morning, so please bear with me as I talk to y'all. Obviously, like I just said, I'm over Residence Life and Housing, so if you need to be housed on campus, I'm the guy to talk to. If you need to look into commuting, I'm the guy to talk to. Come to me about those kind of questions. But today I want to talk to y'all really briefly about one of the things I hear the most about at this time of year, which is roommate conflicts. So if you've got a roommate right now and you're maybe having a conflict with them or something like that, that's part of what this is. We're also going to talk a little bit about living in community. It's not going to be something that takes too long, but I do want y'all to be able to hear this. That way you know. So as far as roommate conflicts go, my number one suggestion, and it's probably one of the number one things that you're going to hear if you talk to your RA or your area coordinator about it, is have you talked to them yet? Most people can't fix a problem if they don't know that it exists. So that's why we always want to encourage y'all to talk with a roommate if you're having a problem with them, navigate that. When I was in college, the main thing that my roommate and I had was, you don't drink my chocolate milk without asking, and I don't touch your Pop-Tarts without asking. And that was it. That was our whole rule for each other. We got along really well outside of that, but we were protective about our foodstuffs, you know? So have those conversations with your roommates. Talk about with them. If you're having an issue with them, talk through that. And if you're the roommate that's having to have somebody have that conversation with you, listen. Listen to hear, not to respond. That's one of the biggest things that we want to be able to do. We want to be able to help y'all navigate living life in community. And right now, my RAs and my area coordinators and myself are here to be able to help support y'all through that. Because the reality is, when you graduate from here, you're not going to be around people that all have the same interests as you. We want to set y'all up for success. Living in community with people who believe differently than you, act differently than you, think differently than you, and come from different backgrounds than you is important to learn how to do. And doing it now is the best opportunity you're going to have to be able to do it. And that includes, even if you're commuting, that still includes you in that. Because guess what? When you come to campus, you're interacting with people from different walks of life. We want to be able to help y'all navigate that. Your RAs are obviously living on the floors with you. My area coordinators and I, we are live-in professionals, so we live where we work. So if you see me going to do my laundry at 8 in the morning on a Sunday in my pajamas, that's because this is where I live. So I'm doing my laundry at 8 in the morning in my pajamas. You know, so you might see that at times. Those are things that come with living in community. You know, you might see a random friend walking down saying, yep, I'm going to go to the caf, I'm going to get some food. You know, you'll see people living here in all the residence halls. It might be noisy at times. It might not be. But we want to be able to help everybody navigate that the best we can. So a couple quick notes. My office is right across from Leona's in McClellan. So where you got your student IDs, where you get new student IDs when you lose them, that kind of stuff, that's where my office is right across from Leona's. The area coordinator's office is right on the corner across from the bookstore. Feel free to drop by our offices or shoot us an email if we're in a meeting. We'd be happy to sit down and talk with y'all and go over things and try to help y'all navigate stuff. We want to be here to help y'all, to support y'all, and see y'all succeed. All right? Cool.
All right, good morning, everyone. Coach Payne, the head softball coach here, also serve as the SAC advisor here at King. Maybe you guys are wondering what the heck she's doing up here, but I'm up here to talk about student athletes and the expectations that you guys have here at this university. So a couple of things, I want to get you guys involved a little bit. So just raise your hand, okay? Raise your hand if you want straight A's. Yeah, raise your hand. That's not a crazy question, okay? The next question, how many of you guys want to get stronger? Okay. The last question, how many of you guys want to get faster? Cool. Okay, so I asked you guys these questions because it's easier said than done, all right? The habits that we create for ourselves are super important. So I want to ask you guys just a reflection. How do you hold yourself accountable to accomplish the straight A's? How do you hold yourself accountable to get stronger, to get faster, okay? And that comes down to your time management, your priorities. Your priorities must be in line to accomplish these things. And if we do these things, we know that that would create a good atmosphere for our teams in the community here. But as a student athlete, it's super important to, number one, take care of ourselves, okay? It is super important to remember that you are a human first. I blast that everywhere. The you is capitalized in human because it is you first. And whatever that may be, if that is going to see Heather Braddock, if that is going on a shopping spree for your self-care, whatever that may be, but make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, all right? That we are managing our time better, and that we are creating good habits to create, to make ourselves better, okay? The more that you train, the more that I need to sleep. The more that I train, the more that I need to eat. And I'm not talking about going to Wendy's at 2 a.m. or Taco Bell at 1 a.m., right? A lot of us can agree to that, okay? But that's not going to get us to where we need to be and where we want to be, all right? But most importantly, make sure we're going to class. All right, we're engaging. I don't know if you guys realize, but we can see a lot more than you guys think up here. I can see people talking up here. I can see people on their phones. So make sure that you're representing yourself to the best that you can, okay? You always want to be the best version of you, wherever that may be, but on top of that, you're representing yourself, you're representing this university, and you're representing your team, all right? I always ask my girls, what is the image that you want to create on this campus? Like, remember these things when you're doing whatever it may be on campus or when you're in class. The big three, we talk about this, and I'll just sum this all up. But the main reasons why you're here to get your degree. You're here to grow spiritually, individually, academically, or even physically, right? Like, you're here to grow, you're here to get your degree, and I hope we are all on the same page, but we're here to win. Right? So those are the three things. In order to do that, I needed to be better at time management. I needed to do better at taking care of myself so I can show up better for that person next to me. All right? But most importantly, you guys just have fun when you're here, make good decisions, and be cautious and be aware of who you surround yourself with, because who you surround yourself with is who you're going to be. All right? But leave this place always better than you found it. Cool.
All right, thank y'all. I want to emphasize what a lot of these people said, but ultimately, one of the biggest things you can do for yourself is to build relationships and make connections. Get to know each of these people up here. Get to know your professors. Get to know the staff around King, because that's ultimately what's really going to help you be successful. When I was a freshman student and a sophomore student, I learned very quickly to make friends with the dining hall staff. Because if you made friends with the dining hall staff, you could always find something to eat, even when there wasn't a whole lot out there, right? And so there was a woman named Linda who used to run the front check, and I remember at one point I was trying to gain more weight and lift a little bit more, and every morning she'd go get me a dozen eggs and bring them out for me to make, which is a lot, but she would go out and get those, and I was able to ask those things because I knew Linda, and I made friends with Linda. Also, I had professors that when I was a student, my grades started dropping really quickly in freshman comp. And he changed the way he did tests, and I really started to struggle with that. And I went to him afterwards and I said, listen, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but what can I do to get better? And he said, come to my office, 15 minutes, 20 minutes before class, and let's talk about the book before we do the quiz at the beginning of class. And I started doing that. And my grade went very quickly from a very low grade we won't mention to a or B. And so making those connections, building those relationships, asking those questions will really help you be successful. Everyone here is here to help you. That's the reason we work at King. Other institutions may pay more, may have better benefits, may offer different schedules, but we're at King because we love the connections with students. We love getting to pour into y'all. So take the time to get to know your professors. Take the time to learn the staff and what they do and how they're here to help you. All of us have offices around campus. Heidi is right here in Bristol Hall. If you need something with advising, or you don't know your academic advisor yet, or you need help with the paper and the ACE, or you just have a general question about something you're struggling with, Heidi is right there in Bristol Hall. Laura is over in Whitehall and is happy to help you, especially if you're a science major. Get to know Laura. Like, she's a great person to get you plugged into whatever biology-related matter or any other matter that you may want. She's out there to help you as well. Amanda, she's over in Nicewater, which is a little bit of a walk, but she's got a great setup and will help you get plugged into internships and employers. Every one of us has a purpose here to help you. Kristen, like she said, is in McClellan Hall, underneath the dining hall, across from the TV lounge. SGA is a great resource to have your voice heard. When you don't know who to go to, they'll make sure to approach things as it comes up. So they have these committees. If you have complaints about the dining hall or getting your chapel credit, or you notice a brick step falling down on campus, like SGA is your recourse to approach that sometimes if you don't know the right spot to go to. Heather is also a little bit of a far walk, like she said, out past Whitehall on the side. But if you're just struggling with getting in the right habits, how to start off your school year, making sure you're eating right and sleeping right. As athletes, that's super important. And we often neglect those things pretty quickly. Make sure you go see Heather, talk to her if you're stressed out. She's there to help you. Nolan, again, down underneath the dining hall near where you get your student IDs made, resident hall issues, student conflicts. If you don't know who your RA is, Nolan can help you figure that out and get you plugged in where you need to go. And Kylie, softball coach, mainly with the softball girls, but she's also a resource to any athlete that needs to be out there. And she can make sure she gets you plugged in with your coach or be an advocate for you in those areas as well. And then me, I'm across from the bookstore underneath the dining hall. It's the Slack office. You'll see a lot of posters around campus. But my job really is just to make sure that y'all get plugged in with these people and each other on campus. And so I want to make sure that there are a plethora of events for you to get to know each other, that there are events that get you to know the resources on campus, and that y'all have fun doing it. I want you to get to find your people, whether that's getting to know the professors and staff or whether that's getting to know each other. A lot of y'all are on teams, and that's great. But sometimes teams have conflicts, and you may not fit in quite with your team. And so it's great to have community outside of your team as well, and especially for those who aren't athletes too. Y'all need a place to plug in too. And so there's clubs and orgs. There are Slack activities, and all those are for all students, not just athletes. And so make sure to find your group. Come out to events. Even if you're not an extrovert, there's a spot for you. We have events that are geared from like, hey, let's just go hang out at the Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend. Today actually starts our Assassins game. Some of y'all might have played Senior Assassins in high school. We start that on campus today. There's sign-ups starting at 10 o'clock. So there's water gun assassins today. There's all sorts of fun stuff. We had the luau recently. There's a rock climbing gym with Sunday. There's another one next week. There's a Christmas late night breakfast. All these are activities for you, and 90% of them are free. There might be a small deposit for some events like Dollywood or things that you have to buy a pretty expensive ticket just to make sure you go. But ultimately, these things are free to you. So use them, get connected, get to know people around you, find your group, and ask questions and get plugged in with people, okay? This is important to your success here at King. Outside of that, I'm a resource, like I said, across from the bookstore. I'm also the Dean of Students. And so if you don't know who to reach out to, if you are having an issue on campus that you just need someone to talk to, my office is there for that. I'm happy to meet with y'all, and hopefully y'all will see me around campus quite a bit. All right? Thank y'all so much for coming out. Next week, Amanda speaking about career services on Monday. We look forward to seeing you around campus. Y'all are dismissed.